Hello and welcome to Chicago Hyde Park Village office hours. Today we're going to cover how to reset your password if you've forgotten how to log in to Chicago Hyde Park Village, and also how to register for an event. So when you visit Chicago Hyde Park Village, chpv.org, in the upper right corner, you see member login. It also repeats right there. So knowing how to log in is very advantageous. So you can register for events and get your member pricing. Also, so you can renew your membership, and so you can access all of a good number of these member resources here. Some of these pages are restricted only to people who have logged in. So it's very helpful to know how to log in to the chpv.org. If you don't remember your login, your username, your password, it's very easy to reset your password. And you can do that as often as you want. Just click on the big button that says forgot my username/password. Click on that, and it asks you for your email address and your first name. Now, the email address, that's the email address where you receive any Hyde Park Village communications, the weekly email newsletter, or confirmations for registrations, things like that. So you do need to know your email address. And I have a test account I'm going to use here, info@chpv.org. That's our main email address. You can always reach us there. And the first name on this test account is Creatively Test. I click OK, and it says, OK, a new password is going to be emailed to you at that address. So you say, OK, and it can sometimes take a few minutes for it to arrive. So just be patient. You head on over to your email, and whoa, there it is already. That was fast. So, and it gives you a temporary, well, it tells you what your username is. That has not changed. So the username here is test7 and a temporary password. So I just like to copy, switch over, paste that in there, go back to my email, copy the temporary password, switch over, paste that in there. And one helpful thing is to remember me on this computer. That if this is a personal computer of yours, or if even if it's shared with other people that you trust, it's very helpful to have the website remember your login so that you never need to remember it next time you come back and visit. You don't need to remember what your password is, but it's still helpful to have it in a safe spot. But again, you can always reset your password. So let's log in. Now, of course, since we reset our password, the first thing it's going to do is can say, okay, that was a temporary password. You need to change your password to something that is only something you know. So I'm going to change it here. Well, that's a fair password. I like really complicated passwords, but for the purposes of this, I'm just going to choose a fair password. But let's go ahead, change at least a medium strength password. That's better than nothing, right? If you keep typing, it'll eventually say strong or very strong, but gosh, that's so hard for me to remember. But there we go. And again, check that, remember me on this computer. So it gives you some hints and such to make a good password. There are also such things as password managers, which I certainly encourage those, but we don't, that's beyond the scope of what we're going to talk about here now. And then click save. All right, so we are logged in, you see here, as test. Again, a very, very creative test account. So that's how you reset your password.